Aloha everybody, John with you, and welcome back to my channel. Let's continue to look at the Hawaiian vinyl collection. We're on the letter B. Today we're up to an important artist in Hawaiian music history by the name of Jerry Byrd. And I was hoping, maybe I could do all of his records in one video, but as I was going through them today and looking at them, I figured no, it's probably going to take two rather than one, because I don't want to make any videos that are just like so long that you can't stand watching it. So this is Jerry Byrd, part one. Let's look at some records. So first up we have an album called Hi-Fi Guitar by Jerry Byrd. Now I'm sure if you're not familiar with it, I'm sure you're wondering, looking at this obviously sort of country western white guy, going like, why is he such an important figure in Hawaiian recording history? But he is. He started out, I think he was born in Ohio, I don't exactly remember, but he and my grandfather actually have something very much in common, which is that they became inspired and interested in Hawaiian music when they saw a group of traveling Hawaiian musicians, probably in the 1920s or late teens, whatever, which there were many troops traveling around, and my grandfather became very interested in Hawaiian music. So did Jerry Byrd, and in fact he learned how to play the Hawaiian steel guitar right there. And he had a career, very successful career, in Nashville. This album is on Decca, recording as a backup musician for practically every well-known country music artist of the time. And then he went on to be so well-known there that he was doing solo albums such as this one, Hi-Fi Guitar. This is one of the earliest ones I have of his, and it's a 10-inch, it's not a 12-inch. I don't know the date on it, but I love this painting. Is just amazing, isn't it? The album is called Pagan Love Song. I'd love to just get like this painting blown up. Pagan Love Song featuring Jerry Byrd, Guitar Magic. This album, I believe, is actually an Australian pressing, because I didn't really notice this until today. I have to say I haven't looked at it that closely. I mean, I've played it, but not like looked at the labeling, but I can't really read that. But it says Allen's in Sydney. And then it has this kind of weird stamp on it too. That is, I wish I could get that to focus from that store. Anyway, this album has Over the Waves, Pagan Love Song, St. Louis Blues. Beautiful, Jerry Byrd. And we have a 1958 recording called Hawaiian Beach Party by Jerry Byrd. It's got kind of cute cartoon work there on the back. This one has a chorus on some of the songs, singing lyrics. It's come to my attention recently that some people really like to see the labels on the records, so I will try to do that. I should say, you're probably still wondering, like, so why is Jerry Byrd important in Hawaiian music? Because after he had a successful career in Nashville, and he did work with some Hawaiian musicians, he eventually moved to Hawaii at some point in the 1970s, I believe, and worked with many Hawaiian musicians here. You'll hear him as a backup musician on many Hawaiian albums of the time period, 70s and 80s. And also he began teaching steel guitar here because he felt it was kind of a struggling instrument in terms of popularity in the islands. The slack key guitar had become a lot more popular. Ukulele, became more popular. Not as many people were playing steel guitar, and his mission was really to come here and teach young people in the islands how to play steel guitar. So he was teaching, giving lessons to people here in the islands to promote the instrument. And he passed away not that long ago. I think just maybe like 2-3 years ago. It was pretty recently, and taught many people, and actually many of the steel guitar players in Hawaii today, this is on the Mercury label, were either students of Jerry Byrd's or were taught by students of Jerry Byrd's who became professional musicians themselves. So his influence here, particularly on the steel guitar and in Hawaiian music, is actually rather profound. Mercury wing label, On the Shores of Waikiki, the guitar of Jerry Byrd and his orchestra, featuring a beautiful picture of not Waikiki. I think this is Kailua Beach or somewhere on the windward side, but anyway, it's definitely not Waikiki. But there's some great clip art or whatever on this one too. And this album features not only Jerry Byrd and his orchestra, but Danny Kua'ana and his Islanders are vocalists and instrumentalists also on this album. Then we have, I need to get a new copy of this one sometime when I find one that's kind of scuffed up. But Blue Hawaiian Steel Guitar, Jerry Byrd. I like this cover. It's kind of very 60s. This one has a mix of blues songs. Byrd's Blues, that's kind of well known, or that's a cool song. Let's see, where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then we have Memories of Maria and Other Great Hits, the music of Jerry Byrd. This one is on the Monument. Let me get to this kind of pretty Monument label. These are, for the most part, not Hawaiian songs, but country torch songs and pop songs on the Hawaiian steel guitar. Then today we will end with this one right here, and this is quite a gem, I think, called Bird of Paradise. Get it? B-Y-R-D, as opposed to Bird, B-I-R-D, and there she is with a Bird of Paradise. This is a beautiful cover, I think, really, really pretty. It's this sort of aqua greenish water. Jerry Byrd plays exotic steel guitar, and these are indeed very exotic arrangements. If you like Martin Denny and Arthur Lyman and all that sort of tiki bar music, which I love, you will love this album if you ever come across it, because it is a very exotically arranged steel guitar album. And it also is on this kind of pretty Monument label. We're going to stop there with Jerry Byrd today. We've got more to do next time, and let's listen to some samples of one of the great steel guitar players of the era, really, Jerry Byrd. that's Jerry Byrd, part 1. We will do part 2 the next time. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment below if you have any thoughts or comments about any the music you've heard or Hawaiian records generally. I'd love to hear from you guys. Have a safe week, and we'll see you probably just a couple days. I'll try and do the next video.